I have an aversion to working with life coaches, largely because I studied with two of the life coach gurus years ago. Thousands and thousands of dollars to simply learn. I hated what they were doing because, in my opinion, they were simply focusing on the amount of money that we could charge our supposed clients. For me, it was disgusting. One of those life coaches, I did grow into her different style, her spirituality. She studied with wonderful people like Price Pritchett, Wayne Dyer. Then I realized I had no inclination to become a life coach. Having said that, I met someone who is a growth coach. He's focused on our business. He belongs to a similar networking group called Sun Leaders. His name is enutting. The name of his company is The Growth Coach. We recently took a workshop from him to show you how different he is. One of the aspects that we discussed as a group on a personal level, he asked us, where are you struggling? He asked us about our habits, our routine. Do we have grace? How many people think that they have grace? Let me know. What is grace? Well, it's a frame of mind, really. And can you be gracious during life's extremes? Whether that means your mental health or your physical health or financial extremes. Can you have grace in those situations? Then what I really liked, at the very end, we had a lightning round to say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, where we were with mentally, physically, spiritually, our business and career. What I really liked about this, he felt like he was a team member. You didn't really feel like he was teaching us in a pedantic style, but he was really supportive. He was calm, he was caring, he was insightful. I think the best thing I can say is that with this workshop, I came away with action steps, but action steps that I will love doing. Some of them I had already been doing. However, you really were joyful when you left the class, whereas when I was studying with these other life coach gurus, I was actually depressed and I stopped. Unfortunately, I was still spending the money, but such a world of difference. I'm really guiding you toward enutting, the growth coach. If you are struggling, if you're stuck, for instance, if you have writer's block, perhaps, or as an artist who really focuses on solopreneurs, your smaller entrepreneur businesses, very insightful, very supportive, but again, he's action step oriented, and he likes the big picture. While he doesn't like the word fail, I don't have a problem with that because I'm a risk taker. I fall on my butt a lot sometimes, but I learned that didn't work, but to try something else. Podcast details, it has his website, doesn't have a cell phone, but you can reach him, obviously, through his website and talk to him. You really, if you're blocked in any capacity, enutting is going to help you. I really strongly suggest working with him. Just have a discovery call, if nothing else. But he was very supportive. But what I liked the most is I literally walked away with several action steps, and I felt as though I also had support in what I was already doing. enutting, great guy, the growth coach. With Kundalini Yoga, I'm only going to suggest one Kriya. It's really simple. It's called the Criss Cross Heart, and it gets rid of the past. My Kundalini Yoga teacher says, so all these classes that I put on my podcast are virtual. You just click the link and they're free. They're pre-recorded. This one I think has been around for years. Really, really simple. You sit down. You don't even have to chant. Your arms are in a really easy position. Har Prakash chance with you, but it dumps the past, and it balances the right and the left brain. So that's also a good thing to do when you're a solopreneur. You dump the past and you re-energize yourself by getting both sides of your brain talking to each other. Lastly, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Valentine's Day and Halloween are my two favorite holidays. Why is that? Probably because of the chocolate. Oh, we don't have to analyze that. I'm simply going to suggest, because most women love bubbles, it does signify romance for them. You can find Gruet, Gruet, almost anywhere and everywhere in the market. It is about $16 to $18 nowadays. I used to sell it when it was $9 on the floor. That is a really nice choice, very food friendly. Maybe if you go to a place where it's BOYB, take 2 bottles. But if you're at home, you might want to have 2 bottles also. Because Valentine's Day, really, I love to call it the month of love, but it's never worked. When I had the French themed in, people were not doing a month of love. It was one day or one weekend, and then they were over. To conclude, enutting is not a life coach. He is a growth coach, and he wants to see you grow. Not going to have his hands in your pocket getting all your money and trying to persuade you to have other people join the pyramid of life coaching so you can charge $7,000 per client. Do I sound a little bitter? I'm not bitter. I just think the life coach industry has turned into almost a scam. I apologize to the life coaches out there who are very dedicated and very good at what you're doing, but I studied it for several years and was not appreciative of some of the things that were occurring. However, let's get back to enutting, because this is a good guy, and you will walk away with action steps, and that is worth its price in gold. His contact details are on my podcast. The Kriya crisscross heart is perfect when you're also in business to get rid of all the past that you're probably preventing you from moving forward. And of course, romance equals bubbles, bubbles equal romance. And who am I to wrap this up and say goodbye? I'm Valerie Hale. I create this podcast once a week to help people improve their mindset. Remember, thoughts become things. Choose the good ones. I also teach online classes called Fear of Public Speaking. They're private, they're online, very affordable. After one class, you'll get it. Oh, and I started a new podcast. It's specifically for us seniors who are 65 plus, because my mission is to inform the world that we are out there kicking butt. We are very adventurous. We have at least 20 years left of our life. We contribute to the world economy. We contribute to serving others. We contribute to fun and entertainment and laughing. Oh, it's only going to come out twice a month, but the first podcast is out. It's called At Our Age. A lot of fun. Merci, au revoir, and bonne fête d'amour.